Let's check out this video. Check out what this is all about. I'll probably be pausing the video often, so people that are sensitive to that kind of stuff, I'm sorry, but we're going to be analyzing the crap out of it. State of play. I would actually prefer to go into this blind.
Hello, I'm Gavin Moore, Creative Director for Demon's Souls. This is a remake of monumental scope and ambition, transforming a beloved PlayStation classic into a stunning showcase for the PlayStation 5. In every respect, Demon's Souls looks, sounds, and feels right at home in this next generation of gaming.
So when he said new game, there was no option for online and offline. I hope that's only, well, actually the original Demon's Souls didn't have the option either. You were always online. And if you wanted to play offline, you had to plug the cable on your console. I hope that's not what we're doing again. Like we've done that before.
We're all massive fans of the original.
Damn, that looks good.
We wanted to bring everything we possibly could up to a level that modern gamers expect. And that includes the power and variety at your control in the character creator. From facial customization to hair types. There are many thousands more permutations for you to explore, empowering you to make an avatar you can relate to, whoever that might be.
This is insane, dude. It's a really good game. It's completely different from the original one. There was no way you're going to make something that looks like this in the original Demon's Souls. That's for damn sure.
Demon's Souls is anchored by a hub, the Nexus. The Nexus is how you'll get to the game's 5 archstones, each of which leads to a different land in Boletaria. There are also many NPCs here who are a key part of the storytelling experience. We were lucky enough to bring back many of the original cast to take on their iconic roles. Now let's enter the first.
The Crestfallen Knight, the guy who's got the guy who had, I forget what his name was, but he was the guy that would save like your items. I wonder if your items still have like all of that weight associated with it. I hope that that is something that they removed, because you know, that's a limitation that I think doesn't make a whole lot of sense personally. I prefer the way that Dark Souls did it, where it's like, look, it doesn't matter. This is just busy work. So just carry whatever the hell you want, and you don't have to worry about, you know, you can still store stuff if you want to, but it's not like there's a weight system that keeps you from carrying items. But then again, there is a problem with that in Demon's Souls. I'm not sure if they talk about it in this video or not, but the problem with that would be that that would also mean that you would be able to carry infinite healing items. So they would probably need to implement like some kind of a system that would limit the amount of healing items that you'd be able to carry. So yeah, I don't know about that. I do like the durability shown here. You can actually see the durability of your weapons on the side. That is very good. Very good quality of life stuff.
First archstone, the archstone of the small king, and start our journey at the gates of Boletaria.
That's a pretty long loading screen. For PlayStation 5, that's pretty... Oh my god, dude. Dude, Boletaria looks amazing. Look at the dragon with the corpses. You guys think we'll still be able to cheese it with arrows? That is so well animated, dude. Legitimately impressive.
Now, the real Demon's Souls begins.
Dude! Look. Is this an indicator of the world tendency? You think this is an indicator of the world tendency right here? Or do you think we'll still have to actually look at the thing up top?
The real Demon's Souls begins.
Right there. Right here is the passage that we have to go to get the big, beefy, heavy armor. If we get, I think it's pure white. If we get pure white tendency on this world, you can go over here to the left and the gate will be open. And then you can go But it's going to be hard, though, because there's some really tough enemies in there. But you can go down and you can pick up the armor if you're nimble enough. Dude, Boletario looks so friggin' good.
Attacking, blocking, and dodging all use stamina, so the player must always consider where they are, what they're facing, and what their foes are capable of. Now, these dreglings aren't particularly daunting, their patterns are relatively simple, and their attack ability somewhat limited. Still, even these earliest enemies can pose a threat.
Right here is the
now,
proof.
These dreglings aren't.
This is the proof that the character is overpowered. Okay, remember how I told you guys that in these demos they were using overpowered characters? You can see that by looking at how much damage it takes when the dredgeling hits him. Like, pay attention to his health.
Their patterns are relatively simple, and their attack ability.
Like, look at, what's that? That'd be like, more like over here, sir. Something like that.
Is somewhat limited. Still, even these earliest enemies can pose a threat if the player loses focus. For those who played Demon's Souls on PlayStation 3, you'll notice enemies behave exactly as you remember.
Yep.
Though you can play at 60 frames a second in performance mode, and animations have been completely redone, combat timing is just as it was. We're actually using original code for these core gameplay pillars, the untouched essence of the game around which everything else has been beautifully remade.
They're using the original code for the timings of combat. That is legitimately impressive that this team managed to pull the code from that, or maybe it's just that it was really well programmed to begin with, and maybe it was simpler for them to like pull that code and apply it to this engine, because the engine is clearly not the same, but they're still using the same, which means that we'll still have the same parry timings and all of that. That is very impressive.
It's a modern engine driving this white-knuckle combat experience where the slightest error could mean your death.
Not with that overpowered character. Kick him down. You could kick him down. Come on. That hole, by the way, that hole over there, by the way, connects to the same spot that you would go to in that shortcut that I was, at least if I remember correctly, that shortcut that I was telling you guys about at the start of the video, for those of you who never played Demon's Souls. There's a shortcut there. If it's pure white, I think in pure black you can go there as well, but it will be harder. And that will eventually connect to a tower, and that tower, I think, connects, or doesn't it? I don't remember. It might connect, it might not. I don't remember. It's been too long, but I think it does connect to it. Dude, everything is in the same place. It's insane.
We're playing in performance mode, which targets 60 frames a second, running at a beautiful dynamic 4K. There's also a cinematic option that's an even more vivid native 4K, targeting 30 frames a second. Whether your preference is fluidity and responsiveness, or simply the most detailed possible experience, the game is a feast for the senses on PlayStation 5.
That it is. Finally, these enemies actually deal damage. Pop that herb. There you go. Now go get the ring that increases your health by 25%. Dude, it'd be so cool if you would show us the king that is here. Who was it? Duran or whatever his name was?
We've added thousands upon thousands of new sound effects to take advantage of the PlayStation 5's impressive 10-bit 3D audio. Now you can hear Imperial spies in the Palace of Boletaria creeping up behind you, or a creature slithering out of the slime in the Valley of Defilement far below. Now you can experience this stunning world in 3D audio just by connecting a headset. We're also really excited about the DualSense wireless controller's haptic feedback.
Oh, I can't wait to see what they did with that.
Grittier and darker. So this is the perfect way to feel steel clash against steel, or the crackle of a fireball in the palm of your hand before you cast it at your enemies.
Careful with the trap.
We've left the open air of Boletaria and descended into the lair of the Flame Lurker, deep within Stonefang Mines.
See, I wish they hadn't shown this in such detail. Like, leave something for the imagination for the people that never experienced this to actually see it for the first time. Because, like, I've seen it on PS3, so it's like, whatever, okay, it's prettier and all of that. But even then, like, I wish they wouldn't show so much.
Lurker is one of the most beloved of all of the Demon Souls bosses.
Beloved is a strong word, sir. I'm not sure beloved is the word I would use to describe this gentleman over here sitting in the fire. Okay? Beloved, definitely not the word I used. Hated? Maybe. Maybe. Challenging? Potentially. Loved? Definitely not. I definitely don't love the Flame Lurker. As a matter of fact, I would go so far as to say the Flame Lurker was one of those bosses that whenever I got there, I was always like, oh crap. am I about to have to do a good old run of shame back to see if I can get my souls? Like, holy, the prick, flaming friggin' prick lurker. Infamous, yes. I'd stall to do the lurker for as long as possible. Yeah, see, nobody in this chat is going to use the word beloved, okay? Beloved, definitely not.
And here he's brought to life an amazing...
Now, the reason, and I know I'm pausing too much, the reason why he's saying that he's beloved is because I believe that in the first rendition that they had of the Flame Lurker, they changed his model. And, the Demon Souls community was like, why'd you change the Flame Lurker model? Like, make it look like the original. Don't change the model. So that's probably why they're like, oh man, they really love the Flame Lurker, dude. They're like coming at us for changing the friggin' model. We have to make it look like the old one. At least I think that's what happened. I heard something about them changing the model of the Flame Lurker. So I'm assuming that's why they think it's beloved. Beloved, not the word we'd use, dude.
Detail. The real-time lighting and incredible particle effects, as well as a deadly redesigned arena, all culminate in a spectacular battle set in a world of fire. And the music here as you battle Flame Lurker is one of many incredible tracks created for Demon Souls. On PlayStation 5, we've rearranged and fully reorchestrated Shinsuke Kida's breathtaking score with 120 world-class
This is a faith
musicians
build.
Performing at the legendary Air Studios in London.
I'm not a big fan of the UI though. Did he just block a Flame Lurker attack like it was nothing?
The Tower
Oh god, no.
This is the first part of the third.
Oh god, no, they're going to show the
It's truly
animation.
one of the most unforgettable areas in Demon Souls.
Yeah, because
It's
of these
haunting
pricks.
and claustrophobic. It's rife with detail and countless nooks and crannies.
Dude, I'm
On
scared.
PlayStation 5, we've radically increased the object density. The stage is absolutely littered with rubble, broken vases, and abandoned clutter. It's an amazing set piece for enemy encounters. These mind flayers, for example, cast glowing projectiles down long corridors. For all of the added or enhanced
Ooh,
effects
he almost
like
got
these,
you.
we've endeavored to strike a balance between dread and beauty, echoing the tragic fall of the once glorious, but now
Come on,
doomed
let us see the
kingdom of
animation.
Boletaria.
Come on, get paralyzed. Ah, he got you. What? Oh, no, he didn't get him. I wanted to see him get got. I really did.
Moving
Shrine
on
of
to the
Storms.
rain-soaked Shrine of Storms. Each class
Ooh,
of
that
Demon
parry.
Souls has a radically different feel. Knights in their armor are tough, but a bit clumsy when
Class? What do you mean class? Starting class, maybe. But it's like there's no such thing as classes in Demon Souls. It's like it's a template that you kind of build on. It's not really a class because like you can pick any class that you want and then just change the stats and play whatever you want. I think using the word class in Demon Souls is kind of weird.
In dodging an attack. The thief, on the other hand, is quick and sure of foot, but requires finesse to inflict a killing blow.
I'm beginning to wonder if there's a difficulty setting. Because, like, I'm pretty sure that these guys hit harder than that when you're blocking it with a buckler that small. I'm pretty sure they hit harder than that. And it could be because he's got an overpowered character, or it could be because there's difficulty settings. And I hope it's not because there's difficulty settings. I mean, if they're going as far as picking up the original code, they confirm there isn't? Okay. Dude, they're in the exact same positions that they are in the old game.
Veterans might have noticed that we've added new animations for all weapon types. Of course, we made sure to match the timing and feel of the original attacks. It's a small change, but it helps make each weapon choice feel a little bit more unique and makes the thrill of landing a perfect backstab all the more satisfying.
Imagine having to do the animations with that in mind. Like, okay, you have to do this animation, but the animation can only last this amount of seconds. And it's like, make it look good, but it can only last this amount of, not even seconds, they're probably working in milliseconds, because this is what the code is going to expect. It's going to expect the animation to end at this precise point, and if it doesn't, it's going to break everything. So make sure that the animation only lasts this long. Yeah, frames, not even seconds, frames.
Anyone
it can only
who
last
played
this amount of
Demon
frames.
Souls on PlayStation 3 knows that the
Oh my god, look at that dude. So much detail.
Valley of Defilement is one of the most challenging, demanding levels in the game.
Yes.
We're so excited for those players to revisit this gloomy, arresting swamp, now with performance mode at a targeted 60 frames per second. This area was a particular challenge because we wanted to preserve the occasionally disorientating, almost maze-like nature of the stage while building on the mythos of Boletaria. After all, this is a place of outcasts and the unwanted. We wanted the valley to feel much more alive with the PlayStation 5 remake.
No poison?
And it gave us a rare chance to revisit a truly iconic level in gaming history.
Wait, no poison? Oh. I hated these things.
And before we wrap up, here's a first look at the Dirty Colossus, a nightmarish mishmash of detritus that's been discarded from above. Your best bet for success here is to keep your distance and time your attacks carefully, and use a weapon that can burn through this toxic monstrosity.
Use fire damage. Dude, I'm doing a Moonlight Sword build, straight up. I'm doing a Moonlight Sword build. Because this is one of the few games where I like using the Moonlight Sword. Oof. The Nexus traps you.
You've just gotten a taste of what's awaiting you this November. Demon's Souls is one of the most celebrated gems in PlayStation history.
The
We
Vanguard
defined a
demon.
new genre of action RPGs, focused on tactical combat, environmental storytelling, groundbreaking synchronous and asynchronous multiplayer elements, and an emphasis on trusting the player to learn, master, and ultimately to triumph.
You know what's really cool about this video? It's because you know it's a promotional video, and in most promotional videos, you hear someone saying what this man just said about how, oh, the game is groundbreaking, and it did all of these innovative things, and you're just thinking to yourself, yeah, that's a load of crap. Except that everything he just said is 100% true. And these are verifiable facts because we've already played this game. So literally everything he said right there is 100% true. Call me biased, call me a shill, call me whatever the hell you want. It's not going to make what he just said any less true. The one thing that he admitted is that it also brought games from an age where the only requirement for you to finish a game was to be able to press the X button. It's like, hey, can you press the X button? Then you can finish any goddamn video game you'll buy. That's what games were before Demon's Souls. Not every game, but like I would say 80% of games that were on consoles, before Demon's Souls, that's what they were. Do you know how to press X? You win. And Demon's Souls was the first game that had the balls to say, no. We're going to kill you in like the first 10 minutes of gameplay. Okay? And after we kill you, we're going to take away 50% of your health. And you're going to like it. Like, that's the beginning of Demon's Souls right there. You're like, oh, this game's easy. And then you get to the Vanguard demon. Bam! Die. And then after you die, they're like, and by the way, now that you're dead, we're taking 50% of your HP away. Have fun.
SIE Worldwide Studios and Bluepoint Games are honored to be able to remake this classic for those who hold it dear and for a whole new generation of gamers to discover. Thank you for watching.
Can't wait to play it. Super excited. It's been something that we've been asking about for years. I just wish that they hadn't done the thing where it's like, oh yeah, here's a couple of exclusive items. The thing that we just talked about for the Mass Effect stuff. Oh, here's a couple of items to help you get started. Here's an item pack for you to begin on the digital deluxe edition or whatever. Here's a couple of weapons that you can only get if you one weapon that you can only get if you pre-order. That's the stuff that I don't like about it. Like, I love the work that they've done in the game, and I just wish that they hadn't gone down that path, because I know that that is something that probably Miyazaki would not want for the game. And some people will be quick to point out, oh, Rurikhan, but Dark Souls 2 did the same thing. Yeah, and that was the one Dark Souls that Miyazaki was not heading. So, yeah, that's my opinion on that. Like, I love the game. I can't wait to play the game, but I'm still disappointed that they did that.